We're excited.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. So you're here because you want to know more about the Reasons Fitness refurb, which is happening next week. It's going to take place from literally Monday all the way through the week, and we're closing for 2 days on the 17th and 18th of October. So make sure you don't turn up for your workout, because we're just going to throw a paintbrush in your hands and get you to paint the wall. We're going to be opening again on the Saturday, which is the 19th of October, and we'd love for you to join us for our official reveal and ribbon cutting at 10 a.m. So in this video here, Sam and I thought it would be a really good idea to get together and just answer some of the frequently asked questions that we've heard on the gym floor and that we've been observing, just to really kind of paint a picture as to what we're doing and more importantly why we're doing it. So Sam, as the gym manager, is here and you know, the guy that spends the most amount of time here on the floor. Myself as the director, the one that's kind of calling the shots in terms of where we go and how we move through this marketplace. So we thought we'd team up, bring you some more exciting news, which is the primary objective of this whole video, and also clear up a few things that you might not be too sure about. So that was good, wasn't it? Where are we going to start?
Let's start with group fitness, I think.
Let's start with the group fitness. Well, there's a section of our membership that come in to do group fitness training with us, and that's also everyone from the early morning crew. Big respect to you guys. You know, you're really important. You're really valued. All of you are. The early morning crew, I don't tend to see too much. That's why I kind of made that beeline for them. I don't think you see it. Well, you do.
I do.
Times a week.
Yeah,
the lunchtime crew, you guys coming in for your half an hour workout in between work. I mean, that's a very admirable thing to do. And then, of course, you guys that come in the evenings, the sort of life force of Reasons Fitness from 5 p.m. onwards. For the percentage of you that do group fitness training with us, you're probably thinking, oh my God, are they going to be stopping that? Or what's going to be changing? Well, what's the answer to that question, Sam?
Well, the main point is, no, we're not stopping group fitness. In fact, me and Tom, we've spent ages, Leanne, all of our instructors who teach group fitness, we've spent ages in trying to develop and innovate the group fitness which takes place at Reasons Fitness. It's not going anywhere. It's just as important to us as it was before the refurb. I'm excited to see how you guys adapt to what we believe to be better training which is being put in place for you. So
yeah, I think it's a great answer, and it's everything that we're doing here is about you. It's about you trusting us with what we believe to be not only the best way for you to get results, but a good mix of fun and social experiences, which obviously are one of our new philosophy parts to what we're doing, our whole mission statement. Bringing people together and allowing them to exercise in an effective way that's also enjoyable and makes it easier, because it's tough, isn't it, to kind of, you know, for some people it's tough, and we want to make sure that group fitness thing's still here. And you know, there are going to be a few things that change. We are going to be stopping some classes that have been here for 4 or 5 years, but then, you know, we have to change, we have to innovate, because there are, from my side of things here, I mean, Sam's talking about the exercise benefit and the science behind the workouts and stuff. From my point of view here as the person who's steering this business, I don't have a boss, it's me. Everything here falls on me, on my lap. I have to innovate with the help of the team here, with the help of you guys too, to make sure that we stay around, to make sure that we can still do what we do, and we know how much it means to people. All we're asking here is that you give it a go, you trust us, and if you like it and you want to stay, we're thrilled, we're pumped about that. Totally 100% grateful for that. Should it not suit you anymore, then that's also, you know, completely up to you. You're the customer, you're the member. But we'd love for you guys to stick about, because we do believe that what we're about to present to you is not only is it better in terms of the physical response that your body will have, but I genuinely think it's industry leading. Like when this place opened, no one was doing anything that we were doing here. And then when we did the Les Mills thing 5 years ago, no one was doing that. But now the market's changed. You've only got to Google personal trainer Andover to get 100 things coming through. There's also lots of stuff coming out all the time. You can now do Les Mills classes in lots of other centres in town. You can actually go into one of the centres in town and do it to a projector screen without even a real person there.
Yeah.
So we have to innovate because we're an independent business here. We're not funded. We're not taxed. Wrong term. We're not exempt from VAT like some places are. This is not something that we're taking, and rephrase that. This is something we're taking very, very seriously because we care so much about this and so much about you that we have to do this. We have to innovate, and it just so happens that we think it's better as well.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Exactly.
That's it. So, by the way, I've spoken to all of the instructors one-to-one, every single one of them, and told them how much I and Sam and everyone and you guys too appreciate them and are grateful for the energy that they've given. But this is not. This has to happen for us to be able to do anything. And I think you guys will kind of read between the lines there. We have to do something. So this is it. This is us going for it. We want to be the best facility that we can possibly be, and this is how we can do that. This is our coming of age, if you will. So it's exciting. But hopefully that answers the question and gives a little bit more context behind. I've been talking about this for 2 or 3 minutes now. We've spoken about this collectively for probably a few days if you add it all the time up. It's been such a sensitive thing because we know how much affiliation people have to these certain classes. But again, trust us, give it a go. We believe it's going to be better. We believe you guys are going to absolutely love it. And Sam, Leanne, James and I have been putting in a lot of time to make sure that what we have to come in, because it's not like they're just going and there's nothing there and it's just some sort of makeshift thing. What we're putting in is industry leading, and there's been so much time and energy gone into it that we think it's going to absolutely kick the arse off of everything.
Yeah.
That answers your question. What's next?
What's next? Performance area.
So the
Brand new.
Yeah. So Sam, you go ahead and take lead on this one. I'm talking too much.
Okay, well, the performance area, which some of you might have seen on the website, is probably the thing with the most question marks around it. It sounds like it could be a bit wishy-washy, like, oh yeah, we've got a box for you to jump on now, so that's performance training.
We've got a ball for you to pick up.
Yeah, it's the way I've seen the quality of the industry, as in the kinds of training which really works for most people, and which literally will benefit everyone, is what we would sort of class as performance training. It's basically just functional exercise, so like you do regularly now, but a lot better equipment, space, and just area to get it done in. Performance training can be a little bit difficult to get into if you don't really know what to do, especially with some of the scarier looking bits of kit which are coming your way. But saying that, I think this is the best opportunity to introduce it to, because you've got the whole team, so myself, Leanne, James, all of the instructors who work on the desk to do all your programming, do your inductions, do your reviews. They're always on there's always someone on shift to give you a hand or something. Like, this is the best place to learn how to use that kind of stuff in a positive, effective and safe way. So I don't know how much to give away.
Well, I don't think we need to, I think
because there is some
concept is we're bang on it at the moment here. This is great. Concept wise, check this out. I just thought of this.
Right.
When we think about people who we aspire to physically, forget the bullshit, forget the booty pics, forget all the bullshit, because actually the deep core reason for innovating and not just doing what would be a safe move is because we're trying to really change what this industry is. There's too much negative emotion in the narrative of the fitness industry, and we're not going to go into that too much detail now, but check this out. When we think about people who we aspire to physically, it's usually athletes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's a reason why athletes look like they look, and that's because of the lifestyle that they have. It's not because they're an athlete. The athlete is the thing that it's like their job, but they train a certain way. Yeah, okay, they eat a certain way and they live a certain way, but their exercise is absolutely in alignment with performing at their best. Yeah. Now, if you could think about the people you aspire to and go, hey, how would it feel to have your physical body, again, lose the bullshit. This isn't about comparison. This isn't about being better or less than anyone else. Just aspiring the time that you put into your physical training to move closer towards having a physique that's leaner, that's more efficient, that's more effective, that's healthier and fitter in your joints, in your muscles, in your everything, your composition, then you would train like that.
Yeah.
What we're really good at is helping people do things that they never thought they could ever do. And that's because we are great instructors, great coaches, we make it safe, our environment is safe, there's no intimidation, there never has been. If this was a new gym and I was here saying, hey look, come and train here, there's going to be no intimidation, you might not believe it, but if you've been here, then you know that there's no intimidation. So imagine if we could now lead you on the next part of your training journey. You've been doing things a certain way and that's been amazing, but now this is going to be even better because you're going to move closer to the aspiration level of an athlete, should you wish to. Because again, it's down to absolute choice. That's why we've got a really good balance between the physical, the performance area, and the fun, which is also important for the mental health, for the social experiences. So I need to swallow that, I'm not going to swear. I'm so excited about it. And the performance area, which is what we're specifically covering here, is going to allow people to just have some fun and get great results. It's a brilliant combination. It is for every single human being, in the same way that a bike is for every single human being. It's only our limits and our boundaries that we make, our perceptions that stop us from thinking like that. But again, the whole team are exceptional at allowing people to do things that they never thought they'd ever be able to do. So, hey, what's possible for you? The possibilities really are endless. Tell them one piece of kit, Sam. Just give them one reveal, one thing that we're going to get, or that we've already.
There's so many. I am struggling, but I think most accessible and beneficial for everyone. Prowler Track.
Prowler Track.
That's what I'm going to say.
Prowler Track. If you don't know what a Prowler Track is, Google it, or just ask somebody. But
Come see it on the launch.
Come see it on the launch. It's going to be great. Cool. I'm excited about it. What's next? What else do we need to talk about? So, people have been asking about this. What's this new philosophy? You've got the 3 rings, you've got exercise, you've got social experiences, and you've got mental support. People have been asking about the mental support. They've been asking, how does that look? How does it work? Well, check this out. Exercise on its own will not work. You absolutely have to have a mental support structure to get results. Now, when we talk about mental support, we're not just talking about stress management. We're not just talking about being in a good place mentally and being able to bridge the gap there, because people, they find that an extremely confusing thing. What we're actually really going big on here is like measurements, goal setting strategies, understanding how to plan your time, understanding how to remove the guilt, understanding how to remove the fear. These are all things that we can teach you through articles that we'll share, through video training. Remember, this is something I'm highly trained in and I do all the time in my daily stuff as well as running the gym. So we're bringing all that together. You'll have it all there for you in a members login area. And we're also going to be teaming up with other professionals, like a meditation coach, for example, to give you a meditation course that you can go and access anywhere through your phone as an additional value add to your membership. Most places will probably charge extra for this. We're going to include it because it's part of what we're doing, it's part of our philosophy. But also, if people can't come to the gym, they usually feel bad about that. They start feeling guilty, they start feeling angry. These are not good things to feel. What we're doing here is saying, okay, we know that sometimes the kids play up, we know that sometimes the car breaks down, we know that sometimes the weather isn't great. Log into your members area, go and read an article that's relevant to you on your journey, because we've categorized everything, and you've done something productive for your overall health and fitness. That way, it's not just whether I come to the gym or not that is my factor of success, it's that I'm always learning. And where on your body does that learning take place? Is it your bicep? Is it your abs? Is it your quad? No, of course it's here. So that's what we're talking about with mental support, one of the things that we're going to be doing. You'll also see lots of visuals around the gym encouraging you, quotes, words, artwork on the walls. But the one thing that we're very excited about, which is there, Sam, so I'm going to let you take it over because, again, I've been talking, I'm just really, really passionate about this, is what, mate?
It is our rooftop garden. So by itself, it doesn't really sound like much, but...
Well, yeah, because you just, how about this? It's our rooftop garden.
So I came in too hard. It's a peaceful place. It's basically a whole section of our gym dedicated to well-being. That's sort of the easiest way to sum it up. It's a perfect environment to do stretching, mobilization, core work, warming up for your session, cooling down for your session, and maybe even possibly some Pilates, meditation kind of work, just putting it out there.
Just
it would
putting
be
it
lovely
out there.
to do it up there.
Wouldn't it be great if
it
that
would
was on
be,
the
it would be
timetable?
amazing. But yeah, a whole dedicated space which is just ideal to go take yourself and practice some of these things you've been learning in your meditation courses, or even if it's just psyching yourself up for your session, or just more importantly coming down after your session ready to go back to the house with the kids and for stress and work and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that is the rooftop
God, yeah. And it's innovation, and the cool thing about innovation is it's always strange at the start for some people because it's never existed before. Innovation happens all of the time. Check this out. 30 years ago, if someone said, hey, I've got a great idea, like bicycles that we go on outside with, that we cycle around our roads, and what if we took off the wheels and we made the mechanism just kind of spin around on its own, and we made these bikes possible to cycle indoors? People would have gone, what the fuck? Like, where are we going to cycle to? No, we're not going to go anywhere. We're just going to sit on them and we're going to pretend we're cycling, right? You get what I'm saying? Innovation has to happen in the fitness industry now. And that innovation doesn't just happen physically. We're doing that, but we're also innovating the whole human because that's what we're so passionate about. That includes the mental side of things too. That includes having positive spaces for you to go into that you can go and train in, that you can go and stretch in. A few people were upset when we took away the mats at the back of the studio. We're going to be matting the whole of the mezzanine up until the rooftop garden, and the rooftop garden is going to be artificial grass from that point on, and it's just going to be really cool. So they're probably thinking now, well, where's all the stuff going to go that's on the mezzanine? This is a great video. I'm really enjoying this. If you're still watching this video, make sure you comment to let us know that you're still watching. It's 17 and a half minutes in.
Might
Respect.
split it up into a few.
Nah.
just big one. Okay. Where is all the stuff going to go? Well, there's a few answers to that. The main answer is obviously the indoor cycling bikes. That takes up a lot of room on the mezzanine, especially when class is in place. So what we've done is we've allocated a whole space and transformed it into our indoor cycling studio. So getting completely kitted out, an ideal space for you to do your classes, because of course we are still doing group fitness classes on the bikes because people love them and they are really good at giving people results. So of course we want to keep them. But they're going to be even better in a dedicated space in Unit 2, where it's just going to be our cycle studio, where you're going to get in, get your work done, and then head over to Rooftop Garden to stretch off.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you got it. So that's the rooftop garden. That's the cycling. The rowers, we're going to be moving through the rowers around the place and stuff. So yeah,
still accessible for warm-ups, for your mobility area up on the mezzanine, with loads of new mobility tools and all that kind of stuff as well.
And again, like, if you're watching this, it's probably because you're either a member or you're thinking about being one. If you are a member, then we'd like to think that you trust us with your health and fitness. That's why you chose us, because you could have chose anything in the local area, in the marketplace, but you chose us, which we love and we're really appreciative and we're really grateful for. Because you chose us and because you trust us with that and you've gotten used to this system that we use and the way we've been doing things, all we're asking for here is that you trust us again. And then if you're not sure about anything, ask. If you're like, what do I even do now? There's no rower, or I used to use that thing, or I used to do that, what do I do? We can actually help you to feel comfortable. That's our job. So yeah, just putting that one out there. So there's one more thing that we're going to talk about. The social experiences.
Yeah,
because again, we're getting questions about this, like, how are you going to make a social gym? Well, we know from our statistics, looking at our best case studies and our best testimonials, that everybody who's really achieved great results here has always had not only the physical exercise, and they've had a great plan and they've had great instruction, they've had a mental shift because they've gone, oh my god, I can do this, and they've managed to set up their day and they've managed to plan their time. That's all the mental stuff. But they've also had a great positive relationship, or 2 or 3 or 5, that's come from being here. Whether that's just the one-to-one relationship with the instructor, whether that's that they met a new friend or someone that they go to class with, that they train with. And in some cases we've had marriages form, families form from this place, from the gym. And so it's a massive, important thing that's just randomly being done by chance. Some people who come here might experience that, some people that come here, they don't. We need you to, because it's a big part of being a happy, healthy human being. So we're going to take lead on it. What are some of the things that we're going to do to make it happen?
Well, a few of the weekly, just sort of like a sort of cornerstone of having social experiences is making, well, this area here actually into a really welcoming area for our coffee mornings. So the mid-morning sort of crew, everyone who comes in, we're going to be having people in, coffees, like all that kind of stuff, but then a little bit of a group session, just either friendly chatting, depending who we've got in, we might be doing a little bit of content around whatever that person's really good at, or a bit about their new coffee which they're coming out. Basically just a time to build some relationships with everyone here, instructors included, but then more importantly other members, so you can form those bonds and then go off and use that network to keep progressing, really.
Yeah, we've also got the existing structure of the RMA Awards, which is called our current winner walking past now. Shout out to you. And our monthly seminars that we're going to be putting on, which are obviously going to cover mental support and exercise, because it's going to be topical, obviously, relative to training. But the social side will be important. We're also going to be doing meetups, which we're going to arrange ourselves. You probably have, we haven't talked about this, but I don't know what your awareness is of this, Sam, but in the work that I do through my life coaching, through my coaching for my events and my groups, I know that there are people out there, lots of people out there, that want to get out and they want to meet people and they want to connect, but they're either confused of how to even make that happen without seeming like a weirdo or being a bit sort of, or they're just too scared or too shy to do that. So that's heartbreaking, and we want to be a responsible business, responsible company, responsible health and happiness based seeding company here in the local community. So we're going to arrange these meetups with local cafes, restaurants, activity centres, where we can say to our members, look, all you got to do, guys, is turn up at this time. It will be people and it's anyone. It could be anyone. It can be regardless of age, regardless of marital status, just to get out and about and meet people who you share something in common, which is that you care about your health and fitness. There's that. There's also our quiz nights we're going to be doing more of. There'll be summer games when the summer comes back around again. And then everything that we do will just encourage people to connect. But we also
lifting days as well.
Lifting days, workshops, guest instructors. These things are happening every month, bringing people together. That's what it's about. However, shout out to the guy or girl who likes to just come in with their headphones on and take a break from their day because they're always talking or whatever. You're cool. Just do your thing. You will still get a smile and a wave. That's just the absolute minimum. We don't expect you to stop doing that, because we respect that and we love that you do that, but we're going to do everything we can to bring people together in our social experience play here. At the end of the day, we know, Sam, that there are corporate gyms out there, big companies. One of them is being built just over there. Every time I see the crane, I'm like, you motivate me to make a real difference in the community, because I'm not here to bitch or moan about anything or anyone, but what's happening if we're not careful is we might have some really fit people being made in the community, but they might be really miserable, and they might be really lonely, and they might be really lacking in mental support, and they might be really empty inside. And you'll know watching this that everybody is, hey, slogan, everybody has a story. The body is not the only thing. There's a whole thing going on at home. There's a whole thing going on in here, and we want to do everything that we can to bring more support, so that it's not just about fitness as a single physical unit, but it's about overall life, fitness, and essentially happiness. So 24.5 minutes long, but
just
actually one of the most enjoyable videos I've ever made, I think.
feels good. to
It
get
does
out.
feel good. It feels
Get
good,
out.
and just to kind of stress it again, Sam, you've been deep on this whole thing.
Yeah.
It's been tough.
It's been good.
It's been
been
good.
but tough, yeah.
It's been tough, and the whole time, what's been our biggest sensitive issue?
Just change to routines, I guess.
You
Yeah.
guys, yeah,
Just to-
changing,
just to-
changing.
Yeah, but innovation comes, it has to change for the better. Like, you can do the same thing. Training's like the perfect analogy for that. If you don't change your training, you'll get used to it, and then it will no longer become challenging enough for you to see adaptations. You know, you're just not doing yourself any favours. So in like the politest way as possible, we need to change up your training, otherwise nothing's going to change. We need to bring the standard up to where we think it can be at. And with everything which we've just said coming in together, I think like that's the best possible recipe I can think of to create fitter, healthier, happier people. And that's pretty cool, I think.
It is. It's very cool,
It's
Sam.
pretty cool.
Is that your final closing piece here on this video?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine is thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of this whole thing. My closing statement is that the choice over the last year to stop has presented itself
Yeah.
a few times. And when I say stop, that's not stop and go on holiday and sit by a swimming pool for a month. That's stop and then, I don't know. But it's just not an option. It's not an option because there are too many positive, powerful things that go on in here. There's so much more that we can do, and we're excited about doing that. And so, my last point is thank you, because not only are you remember now, that's like, we're so grateful for that. If you thought it was good before, you're going to absolutely love it now. Truly believe that. So does Sam. We're going to do our best to do what we can to help you. And if you're new and you're thinking about coming in, being part of our family, then you're going to be welcomed, because the more people we can help, the better. That's it.
That's it.
Over and out. Thanks for watching. Cool.